Greetings, noble guests. My name is NobleQuest, and welcome back to the Legend of Heroes: Trails in the Sky. Last time, we managed to reclaim all of the lost footage and get a bit beyond it, actually. As I suspected, there is someone in the military feeding information to the Sky Bandits. So I still think my theory holds water. About the military and some faction within Liberal being the main antagonists here. Also, as you might be able to see, Olivier has joined our party. But yeah, there's been some recent burglaries. And we are to go investigate them. Why is my computer slowing down? Anyway, yeah, let's probably go back to the Bracer Guild here, collect our pay. Okay, we've received payment from Mayor Mabel for your investigative efforts thus far. Okay, perfect. Keep up the good work and be careful out there. Alright, 6,000. Come to think of it, who needs... Okay, Estelle and Charizard. They need an upgrade, but maybe we can do so while we're there. Alright, time to get investigating. Oh, interesting. Oh, perfect. Stun Rod. Blitz. Huh. Alright, perfect. Alright, sell those. Wait. Hold up. Does Olivier still have his... Oh my goodness. There's an entire second set of clothing for him. So... Hang on. Perfect. We can also sell that needler. Okay. Oh my goodness, perfect. So yeah, there we go. I think we might be able to get other jackets for Charizard and Joshua as well. Alright, excellent. Yeah, we're totally just doing business here. Also, dang it! My shop got ripped off by a bunch of thieving criminals. And they took off with every last one of my pricey goods, too. Why'd this have to happen to me at a time when there are hardly any goods around to begin with? Interesting. Yeah, let's investigate the Orbital shop now. Alright, I think it's Joshua. Yeah, Joshua needs another one. Okay. Alright, perfect. Let's get that ornament in for Joshua. Stone hammer. Sure, let's do stone hammer. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right, we're supposed to investigate. My factory! My factory and all my goods, they're gone! I've got to report this to either the Army or the Bracer Guild ASAP. Now hold on just a minute. If either one of these groups saw what was written in that stolen ledger... Yikes, I'd be in a world of hurt. Really? Looks like the store was hit by the burglars as well. Hi, Marco. I guess this isn't the time to be talking about business deals. Stolen ledger. Yeah! This one turned out real cute. Y'all, is this how you want this one? Yeah, sure, something like that. However, we really got screwed, you know that? Oh, sorry. Good afternoon. Are you working on another story? Looks like you two are on the trail of a scoop again. Hey, it's you kids. Oh, Sil and Joshua. Boy, am I glad to see they let you out of the clinker. Yeah, heard all about how you kids getting... I heard all about you kids getting arrested by the army up at the old mine. Certainly had me worried. Why are you acting like you had nothing to do with it? It was your info that led us in the village. Hey now, what kind of face is that? Don't tell me you blame us. Did you go and check out the abandoned mine yourselves? Yeah, we did yesterday. It was after you had already been hauled off. We could have had a really great shot of your arrest had we been there. It really gets me that we missed such a perfect opportunity for a great shot. I swear, you people in the news business. But anyway, I was wondering if you thought this looked like the handiwork of the Sky Bandits. Sure looks that way to me. Seems that the army was sniffing around for clues, too. To be honest, it looks like there's nothing to be found here anymore. I see, that does make things a bit more difficult. Well, Mr. Reporter, why don't you let me ask you this, then? Do you know from whence the Sky Bandits enter town? According to witness statements, they were seen leaving through the west gate. Well, that's awfully strange. The mayor's residence and Bow's Market are right through the west gate. It seems like attacking those two places would be far more lucrative. When you put it that way, that makes a lot of sense. If you don't mind me asking, who the heck are you, anyway? Ha, I'm glad you asked. I'm Olivia Lenheim, a wandering bard and gifted musician. I'm sure you've heard rumors about me, right? Oh yeah, you're the guy who drank wine without paying at the classy restaurant. It takes guts to stiff such a big bill. It's on to meet you, sir. Haha, you're making me blush. I'm ready for my interview any time, so don't hesitate to ask. Wow, really? I'm getting a headache just listening to this crap. These two are very much alike. I'm even gonna ask how this guy wound up with the rest of you. That would be for the best. Okay, what can you tell me? Oh, Kerrigan. Wow, looks like the burglars made off with nearly everything. I was sworn that my boss locked up last night. Interesting. Huh, okay. A little surprised that the investigation music isn't playing. Okay. Actually. Oh. Okay, that's just a back entrance. Alright, let's get into the residences. I love how people in RPGs just don't mind at all that you're barging into their homes. I was shocked when I heard about the South Block being hit by burglars. Mirana's mother was here alone, you see. Fortunately, this house was untouched in the burglaries. But it's at times like this that it makes you feel uneasy when there's no Manatone. or no one else at home. I'm just glad that Murano brought Simon over to watch the house. Oh, you're Murano. Now we got burglars running amok in the city. I swear, what's happening to Bose? I'm just glad they left this house alone, though I'm baffled as to why. They certainly didn't do their homework on the city. Or maybe they did, and they were after something in particular. Oh, okay. Kind of interesting how one house kind of wraps around another. I'm not trying to be rude, but this is an This is an official investigation. Move it along. Okay. Hey, you there. What, is something wrong? I thought I'd better give you a word of advice. Even if you are representing the mayor, at the end of the day, you are all still civilians. We can't have you wandering around here in the middle of our investigation. Who do you think you're talking to? Your advice seems rather more like a threat. I'm just saying you need to know your place, which also sounds like a threat. But if you're so adamant about investigating the matter, then do it after we've cleared out of here. If we get any more trouble out of you, then I'm going to have to give you a personal invitation to jail. Forget about it, Estelle. There's no arguing with these gentlemen. Ha! For a donkey in a lion's skin, you sure know how to throw your weight around, Mr. Soldier. What'd you just say? May I ask what's going on here? Colonel! Officer in black. For a soldier in the prestigious Royal Army to be threatening our good citizens. That is an outright embarrassment to us all. But these aren't just civilians, sir. They're members of the Bracer Guild. Oh, is that so? I ask you once again, what is going on here? The army is supposed to be working closely with the guild. There we go! So not everyone in the military is out to get us. What do you intend to accomplish by being rude to our allies? But as far as the general is concerned... Ah, yes, that side of the general really concerns me. I'll take over the investigation from here, so please take your men and clear out. But sir, your men have been here since early this morning, so I presume that a sufficient investigation has been conducted by now, yes? I'll smooth things over with the general later. Is there anything else you wish me to address? No, sir. Alright, men, pack it up. We're returning to the Hacken Gate. It looks like that's that. It seems like that some of our personnel were rather impolite. Please allow me to apologize. I appreciate the gesture. We made some slightly inflammatory remarks as well, so how about we let bygones be bygones? That suits me just fine. As I said before, the army is supposed to be working closely with the guild. I think our two organizations working together grants us each the ability to make up for the other's shortcomings. I'm looking forward to any progress you make with this recent series of events. Thank you, we'll do what we can. He seems like a decent guy. Yeah, I wonder who he is. Colonel, it's almost the appointed time. Oh, already? Excuse me, but it appears I must take my leave. Oh, but before I do, it looks like I haven't properly introduced myself. I'm Alan Richard, a colonel in the Royal Army. If there is anything I can do to assist you, please don't hesitate to contact me. Colonel Richard? I feel like I've heard that name somewhere before. Niall was the one who mentioned his name earlier. He said something about him being a sharp young officer who leads the Royal Army's intelligence division. Oh, right. Wow, for someone in the military, he sure knows how to listen to others. Probably in his mid-30s, and he's not hard on the eyes either. He seems like he's more fit to be a politician than a service member of the army. Hey, you guys! Hey, guys! Who was that you were just talking to in the black uniform? I swear I've seen him somewhere before. Trying to tell me you didn't recognize him at all? It was Colonel Richard of the Intelligence Division. You know, the guy you... You know, the guy you mentioned earlier. What? You're not pulling my leg, are you? As fun as that would be, nope. He said so himself, so I'm fairly confident he is who he says he is. I think that the legend himself will show up here. Can't run around like this any longer, Dorothy. Let's see if we can catch up to him. Aye, aye, sir, although I'm really not sure why we're chasing after anyone. Did you see his eyes light up? Wonder if he's going to do an interview or something. Anyone else in the army would brush him off, and I'm sure the colonel will oblige him. What's the matter with you, Olivier? You look serious, and I gotta say, I find it creepy coming from you. I was just thinking about the colonel. I'll be the first to admit that he's quite the specimen of a man. But what? I can say with confidence that he doesn't stand a chance against me when it comes to the ladies. But I'd like to see him try just a little harder. It's no fun without a romantic rival. You just had to ask, didn't you, Joshua? I'll regret it for the rest of my life. Alright, let's see here. Now that the soldiers are gone, how about we resume our investigation? Let's start by talking to all the people we couldn't talk to earlier. Good idea. Like the house we just came out of. Oh dear me. Weren't you the bracers who came to ask questions all that long ago? Oh, right, we did come before. Really sorry I couldn't talk to you then. So what you came to ask me is about what happened. Last night, right? Yes, that's right. Is this a good time for you? Yes, this is as good a time as any. It was the middle of the night, you see, when I heard a noise coming from outside. And I, of course, thought it was my husband coming home at such a late hour, so I opened the door and started yelling. It turned out to be a group of masked men coming out of the orbital factory across the road. I thought my heart was plumb gonna stop right there and then. Although it turned out the burglars were rather surprised and ran away to the north. I see, so it was this guy bandits, huh? So what you're saying is then that this house didn't incur a loss of any kind? Yes, thanks to the mercy of the goddess. Can I ask you another thing? Did your husband come home late, meaning that he went to the bar? If it was only that, that would be forgivable. In addition to being no good drinker, is he obsessed with this? Cecile raised her hand in a casting motion. Oh, I get it. You mean fishing, right? I see now. That's right, he loves fishing more than life itself. Just yesterday he said something about catching some smelt and took off to the lake in the south, and on top of that he still hasn't come back. So what you're saying is he doesn't know anything about the incident. That's exactly what I'm saying. When that good-for-nothing husband of mine gets home, he's gonna go to what for, let me tell you. Speak of the devil. Hi, honey, I'm home. Ooh. Kuwana. Ooh, what a day I had. I was fishing patiently all morning, but I have nothing to show for it. Oh, what's this? Do we have guests? You senile old man. My goodness, what kind of fire tempest has gotten into you? Don't you know it's rude to act like that in front of our guest? If anyone's being rude, that would be you. I'm dumbfounded that my own husband can just take off to do what he likes at a time like this. Huh? What do you mean by a time like this? Maybe I should explain. Joshua gave Mr. Kawano a brief explanation regarding the burglaries which transpired the previous night. Burglaries by sky bandits? You don't say. Now that is terrible. But to think that they hightailed it out of here after my wife hollered at them is hilarious. Guess I got to experience the Cecile effect firsthand. What'd you just say? Let's all calm down now, shall we? But to think that these sky bands came in the night like they did and then just appeared just like that. Wonder if it has anything to do with that thing you was talking about the other day. He? What do you mean? Oh right, you don't know him. He is my fishing buddy. He's staying at the inn down the lakeshore to the south of here. If I remember right, he said something about seeing a strange bunch near the place the other night. Strange bunch. Now this sounds really interesting. Can you tell us a little more about what you heard? Sure, I don't mind, but I'm just going to tell you up front that this is all hearsay. What I heard, he just happened to see them by chance as he was out fishing during the night. Saw them leave by way of the inn's front door and then out onto the road. However, when he asked around at the inn in the morning, it turned out that no one like that had stayed there the night before. Yeah, that is rather odd. So is there any type of burglary at the inn? No, nothing of the sort at all, in fact. It's quiet there, and the meals are great, and it's, well, a place I'd recommend to anyone. First of all, it's a prime fishing spot. Though there weren't any definitive clues related to the incident, we did eventually hear a few interesting bits. I concur. I especially like the one that described all the delicious food at the inn. That's not what we're talking about here. Although I did find the fishing rod to be rather interesting. Unfortunately, there's nothing on there that I guess it wouldn't be worth investigating. Actually, I think it's quite the opposite. If someone had been careless and caused a problem, the army would have thoroughly investigated. Conversely, the possibility of the sky vents appearing where there's nothing happening is rather high. What? Oh, well, I guess that's one way to think about it. In light of this series of incidents, there's either a spy in the army or the sky vents are a really clever bunch of thieves. It'll be extremely difficult to corner them by only investigating incidents which have occurred. We'll need to get one step ahead of them by tracking their movements. I see, so what you're saying is that we should take an offensive stance rather than a defensive one. How about we get going? Off to the beautiful Valeria Lake, extolled in many a rhyme as the pearl of the barrel. Okay. Guess we're going south then. New Ansel Path. Okay. Valeria Lakeshore. Oh! New monsters. Or wait. Those look familiar. There we go. That's more confident.
99 kitty cats.
Again, that deep voice just throws me. Ah, Estelle must not have been close enough.
99 kitty cats.
Alright. Let's see. I feel like I might have seen... I feel like I definitely might have seen... Okay, let's do arts. There we go.
99 kitty cats.
Yep, just putting some cats to bed. Nighty-night kitty cats. Anyway, let's see. That's it, come to me. Let's try this one. Oh, confusion.
Take that!
There we go.
Oh, are we done already?
Alright. So yeah, as for who's the mole in the army, it would be too easy to blame General Morgan. And I also think that, hang on, actually, let's have Estelle do it. There we go. Oh, okay. Silver. Let's do an aqua bleed. What? Oh, must have been rough.
Enjoy the show.
Okay, cool. Alright. Yeah, so I feel like it would be too easy to blame General Morgan simply because he doesn't like racers. And I feel like it would also kind of be too easy to blame Colonel Richard, simply because he seems more cooperative. So I think
we're good to go.
So I think the red-haired assistant at Colonel Richard's side is the mole. She would be close enough to. She's in the intelligence division, and she would be close enough. She's in the intelligence division, and therefore she would. Oh my goodness.
Let's do this!
Oh my goodness. Okay. Tear on Olivia.
Take that.
Okay. Yeah, she's a member of the intelligence division. And she's working for the head of the intelligence division. So she would be high up enough that she would easily be able to get access to information while also being out of the spotlight enough to be more covert, if that makes sense. Olivia.
Take that.
Okay. So yeah, that's my prediction. And she might not be the only one. There could be like some nobility. Yeah, there could be some nobility involved. Someone close to the queen. Yeah, maybe someone in the Royal Guard, like a whole darn conspiracy of West. Emerald Tower, beware of monsters. South, Valeria Lakeshore. Excellent. Just where I'm going. Solar. Okay, yeah, so that's my prediction, as it were. Myself. Sure you've been able to cast it. Gummy eyeball. Right. Hi. Exterminate. Large monster. Oh my goodness, there's so many of them. Doesn't look like a turtle at all. Okay.
Let me show you the true essence of beauty.
Howling bullet.
Take that.
Nice! Okay, okay, I feel like arts are probably going to make or break this. Soul Blur. Air Strike. There we go. Tier itself. Oh! Attribute Guard against Wind. Okay, that kind of makes sense. Tier on Olivia. Tier on Joshua. Firebolt. That one, try to finish that one off. Stonehammer. Oh, fire is very effective. Okay. I see. There we go. Eliminated. Okay. Tyrion Olivia. Firebolt. Ooh, nice.
Oh, are we done already?
Alright. Perfect. Ooh, this is nice. Nice little cottage. This is the north shore of Valeria Lake, huh? Certainly seems peaceful and quiet around here. The inn doesn't look too shabby either. I stayed here once before when I was in the area on another job. The wine's great, the rooms are nice, pretty much what you'd expect from a place like this. Too bad this isn't a pleasure trip. You mean it's not? I, at least, intended to toss my cares to the wind for a while. Taking cat naps in a rocking boat by day and filling my belly with food and wine by night. Heaven. This is what a vacation is all about. Come on, everyone. I was just joking. We can enjoy a vacation anytime, but now is the only time we can enjoy taking care of some would-be thieves. Even I, Olivia Lenheim, know enough to get my priorities straight. I don't think this has anything to do with enjoyment or not. Well, whatever, as long as he does a share of the work he's here to do. Let's see if we can find the old man staying here that loves fishing. The guy said he saw some suspicious individuals here 2 nights ago. The guest who said he saw some suspicious individuals here 2 nights ago, right? Okay. Well, let's see. Is he on the pier? He does not appear to be on the pier. Okay. Maybe he's this way. Ah! Man with a pole. Can I ask you something? Oh, he's not responding at all. He must be really into his fishing. So this is what a fishing maniac looks like, huh? You seem to be a unique breed. Not as unique as you are, that's for sure. The man seems to be concentrating on his fishing. Okay. I don't know. Let's try going in the inn. I think I've seen her before. Annette. My mother and I come here every year on vacation around this time. It's a tradition in our family. My mother seems to look forward to it every time. I kind of feel bad for my father, though, as he always gets left behind. Oh, okay. Rest. The Kingfisher Inn. Honestly, the inn stuff is fairly cheap, relatively. Welcome to the Kingfisher Inn. Are you all here to stay? Let's see, yes and no. How should I put it? We're here looking for a certain someone. Is there a guest here staying here loves to fish? Well, pretty much everybody who stays here loves to fish. We heard he was a friend of the old man who stayed here yesterday. Do you have a clue who that might be? Oh, are you talking about old man Kawano? If you're talking about his fishing buddy, then I think you must mean Lloyd. Lloyd? I've heard he's a professional angler who came all the way here from the Royal City. Seems though he's a member of the Fisherman's Guild there. Sounds like a pretty amazing guy. So you're saying that he's the old man fishing out back? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's the one you're talking about. Might really get his attention if you call his name out real loud. Oh, that's convenient. Shop. Okay. Let's see. Let's get 7 of the boiled miso carp. Actually, no, I shouldn't spend all my money. What am I talking about? Alright, to Lloyd the Fisherman. Excuse me, are you the man named Lloyd who's from the Royal City? Wow, he's really focused. He's tuned at everything out of his mind but fishing. Looks like this is where my skills come into play. What are you? Just sit back and enjoy. While Olivia leaned over and with a smile that left all kinds of things up to interpretation, blew into the man's ear. Oh my goodness, what the? Who are you kids? Where'd you come from? That was a dirty trick to play on him, Olivia. Yeah, that was pretty loud. How do you think of this evening, good sir? We tried calling out to you a moment ago, but you can see that, like a true professional, your attention is fixed upon your task. You're Lloyd, aren't you? So, before this gets too far away, I'd just like to say that I was hopeful about how they would depict Olivia as bi-pan representation, but having him, like, I get that his whole deal is supposed to be that he's obsessed with beauty and finery and art, but at the same time they make him too lustful. They put too much emphasis on his sexuality as a character, if that makes sense. But anyway, yes, that's right, I am Lloyd. How did you know my name? I heard from a certain old man about you. You have some time you could spare to speak with us. I see, so you heard from Mr. Kawano, did you? Yeah, I saw that strange pair about 2 nights ago. I knew it. We get you to fill us in on a little more of the details. Before that, are you all bracers or something? Is this somehow related to some sort of crime? Can't say for sure, but there does appear to be a possibility. Gotcha. In that case, I'll do what I can to help you out. It's the other night when I was out fishing on my boat. I was returning to the inn dead tired after a day of battling out with this lake's guardian. Now is that just a particularly large and famous fish? Or is that actually like a lake guardian? I know it's a fantasy world, so either one's possible. It had gotten late into the night, and it was about time, and everyone at the inn was asleep in their beds. Hold on a minute, what do you mean by this lake's guardian? That's what I'm wondering, Scheherazade. I'm glad you asked! The guardian is a giant salmon that swims the murky depths of Valeria Lake. It has been the feared king of the waters among fishing lovers for over a decade. Crap, I shouldn't have asked. Looks like you've thrown a log onto the maniac's fire. Is it really that huge of a fish like you say? You bet your last mirror it is. I've been chasing the darn thing for the last 5 years of my life. It comes and goes in different parts of Valeria Lake and changes its feeding spots on a whim. I heard from a buddy of mine that that had appeared in these parts, so I came running for the royal city. Ha! That's why I call passion. I can completely understand where you're coming from. Whenever I find something I like, I stop at nothing until I get a hold of it. For example, a bottle of Grand Chardonnay and such. In case steal it is more accurate. How about we get back to our story? So Lloyd, what happened when you came back from fishing that night? Oh, right. I had returned the boat and was on my way into the inn. I saw an odd couple head onto the road from the grounds behind the building, onto the road in the middle of the night. Yep, no doubt about it. They are headed out on the new Ansel path. At first I thought they were a group of people visiting from the city heading back home. It was way too late for something like that. When I asked at the inn the next day, nobody knew a thing about it. Maybe I'd seen a couple of ghosts or something then. Ghosts? There are ghosts that come out here? Just so you know, the two I saw were a young couple. It might have been two lost souls who... They might have been two lost souls who... both mutually killed themselves after not being accepted by those around them. So... Wow, this is really throwing me for a loop. Like, this game has been very lighthearted so far. Like, the music, the dialogue, the art style. Like, this is really throwing me a loop. Like, this is dark. This suddenly took a very dark turn. Don't tell me anymore. Oh, brother, a bracer that's afraid of ghosts? The guild is doomed. Not to mention her habit of always wanting to hear more ghost stories and other bizarre stuff. Now, isn't your being scared attractive in its own right, Estelle? Not sexy, but cute nonetheless. Like a little kitten shivering in the cold. You better watch out, because this little kitten bites. That was a missed opportunity. You could have said has claws. I was just kidding about the ghost part. The couple did in fact seem to be one with a purpose and reason. I say this because the girl was wearing some rather odd clothing. What do you mean by that? I only saw her behind, so I couldn't say for sure, but it looked to me like she was wearing some kind of school uniform. School uniform? It couldn't be. It wasn't one from the Genis Royal Academy, was it? Oh, you really know your stuff, kid. You betcha. My niece goes there as well. It looks exactly the same as the one she wears. I see. This whole event just got a lot more interesting. It's her. I know it's that lying tomboy for sure. We're finally onto her trail. What? So she's an acquaintance of yours? Well, you're at to tell the two of them not to fret and rush into anything they'll regret later on. If my mind isn't failing me, I could have sworn they said something about coming again tonight. Is that true? Yep, we'll meet back here in 2 days, is what the young man said. It certainly seemed rather serious, so I couldn't help but think on it. Well, that's understandable. We appreciate their valuable information. Just leave the rest up to us. We won't let them get into any more trouble than they already are. Oh, I see. That's a relief to hear. I feel like a weight's been left off my shoulders now, even though I have no connection to either of these two people. Now that that is off my chest, I feel like taking a boat out and fishing again. Well, there's no time to lose. I'll leave you young'uns to your work. Man, I didn't even measure up when it comes to that fishing nut. You mentioned something about a fisherman's guild too. I wonder what kind of group that is. Guilds of people that likes to fish, Joshua. So how is this couple involved with the missing airliner incident exactly? If you don't mind telling me, that is. Well, in a nutshell. Sure, explain that they encountered Josette and Roland. I see, then that seems to be the person in question, alright. Which means that tonight is the night, huh? Yeah, because I should probably get a room just in case. We're gonna be in for a late night tonight. Alright, let's go ask the receptionist about a room. Alright, well, I kind of already stayed the night, so they should already have... Anyway. You staying here with us tonight? Yep, that's the plan. Hold on, Stella. Is there anything we haven't taken care of? We better do it now. We don't want to head back to Bose after we've gotten a room. I guess you're right. I understand. Reserve your rooms, please. Okay. Okay, so I feel like there's something major that's about to happen. Like, when a game tells you, oh, you should definitely take care of any other stuff before proceeding, like, that is definitely, a sign that something major is about to happen, and, if it so in that case, it's probably a good idea to end the episode here. Alright, so, thank you for watching. See you next time.